Hey guys, welcome to video 2. This is Mike with Geo's Train Network. I just want to go over some of the materials that I used real quick to get this layout started to hopefully give you some direction and maybe a little bit of insight so that you can do the same thing at your house. To do this project, I did a lot of research tonight. I came up with this board here. I got it from Home Depot. It looks nice, it's sturdy. Those are the two main reasons I went with it. I guess the third reason would be cost. It's relatively inexpensive. Obviously plywood would be a cheaper option, but I got these brackets from Home Depot. They run about $6 to $7 a piece, if I remember correctly. Mounted onto the studs. Obviously standard center to center stud is 16 inches. These boards here are 6 feet in length, so I put one every 2 feet. Started in the corner here, and the best advice I can give is to, with a project like this, is measure twice and cut once, or measure 3 and 4 times and cut once. Second major thing I found out was not to follow the floor. The floor in a basement is typically wavy or uneven, or it slopes to one side. One side of the basement might be higher than the other. So definitely, after talking with friends, definitely measure from ceiling to the top of your board, or from the bottom of your crown molding to the top of your board, to give you a nice level surface, a nice level end result when you're doing this. Used Atlas Track. I can't say enough of how nice Atlas Track is. There's Lionel Track, there's Fast Track, there's all different kinds of track out there, and I find that Atlas is the best. Nothing but good things to say about Atlas Track. So I got 40-inch straights, 40-inch straight Atlas Track pieces are the most cost-effective rather than doing 10-inch straights. You get a lot more bang for your buck when you're doing 40-inch sections of track. So with this project, I first obviously measured, drew my lines, got a stud finder from Home Depot, found the studs, mounted my brackets, mounted my boards, and then used Atlas Track screws to screw the track to the shelf. The shelf is 3/4 inch wide. So in the finished area of the basement, I'm gonna have this nice looking shelving from Rubbermaid. I think it runs about $15. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, so sorry if I did. It runs about $15 per 6-foot board. And then in the utility room here, I went with 3/4 inch plywood for a 4x8 sheet. It's like $23.98 at Home Depot here in Michigan. So as soon as I got into the utility room here, I transferred to 3/4 inch plywood. Obviously, first I built my base. Again, measure twice, cut once. I used a product instead of screwing into the basement wall. I used a Loctite heavy-duty construction adhesive. I've watched some product review videos on YouTube. Turns out that the Loctite 8 times heavy-duty construction adhesive far outperforms liquid nails. So if you guys are going to do something similar to your basement where you don't want to drill into your foundation, I would highly recommend Loctite's 8 times strength construction adhesive. The stuff is amazing. It's got high initial tack. After 48 hours, maybe 72 hours, the stuff is rock hard. There is no way you're going to pull this board off of this cement wall. It is permanent. I could definitely sit up there, I feel, and I weigh around 220 pounds. So highly recommend that adhesive. The layout is a work in progress, obviously. I think my next video is going to be a how-to video for ballasting and painting track. The most cost-effective options, again, that I found for doing that. Because when you ballast track, when you paint track, you can really spend a lot of money in a very short, in a very small area. So that will be my next video. Stay tuned. Again, I hope you like my channel. Hit that subscribe button if you like my content. Thanks, guys.